This here is the Qalayuaq festival site of the Tikiġaq clan from Point Hope, Alaska, one of the oldest living cultures in the entire world. Archaeologists have dated as far back as 700 BC as far as the living existence on the preoccupied settlement of this land that has been occupied since time immemorial. This Qalayuaq, which means a place of gathering, is the Qalayuaq sacred grounds to the Tikiġaq clan. The people have been gathering here to celebrate the gift of the bowhead whale that provides and feeds the community throughout the entire year. 3 days from now, you will embark on a journey perhaps that few have ever traversed on the grounds of Tikiġaq, Alaska. And before it all comes to fruition, you see the start as the snow continues to melt and the snowbirds continue to roam the beautiful grounds of Point Hope, Alaska. The Qalayuaq of the Tikiġaq and the Qalayuaq of the Tikiġaq are ready for a celebration. 2023. Welcome to Tariek Qalayuaq Oviok. As you can see here, we have all of these whale jawbones that have been placed here on the Qalayuaq grounds next to the Tikiġaq, next to these arches here that dominate the festival site. This jawbone here has a very storied tradition in itself. The story goes that when Point Hope once occupied over 7 Qalayuaq clans centuries ago, before they dwindled down to the last 2 remaining Qalayuaqs that have been in existence since the 1700s. This was one of the oldest Qalayuaq whale bones that were situated at the old village site in Point Hope. The storied tradition embodies one that tells of a story that the clans knew that this bone was so old from centuries earlier that the clans fought for it, and this is what was left of that eventual fight, I should say. So some pretty interesting stories along the many parameters of the context of Tikiġaq history. These whale bones here represent many stories in themselves, in which the Tikiġaq people, the captains, some of them place their jawbones here. Many of them will place them by their houses, maybe perhaps their first whale that they've ever caught. And at the commencement of their lives, as I will show you in a later video documentary, the whale jawbones will be eloquently placed above their graves as a sign of successful harvests. And usually those will go to the captains that have caught over 6 whales, and quite a honor. You have the regular captains, I guess you would say, and then you have the Umeliks. So this is what the Umeliks would be buried with. And this here on the east end of Point Hope, on the other side of town, where you just seen the Tikiġaq Qalayuaq, this here is the Tikiġaq festival grounds. Another beautiful display, beautiful setting, especially with the backdrop of the long mountain range that we have here in Point Hope that stretches from Cape Lisburn to Cape Thompson. And as you can see, snow is still melting here in the early stages of summer. So once again, a 3-day festival called Qalayuaq, or Qalayuaq in short, will begin here on Sunday, and you will get a first-hand view of all the unfolding events here in Point Hope, Alaska.